Hello, you level grinding cats and dolls of YouTube land. When you have to hear drinking is always gamers. Thank you for tuning in and stay beautiful, you cats and dolls. So I'm going to jump right into this video. Is grinding an actual gameplay mechanic? And I've been playing a lot of grinding games lately. I've had some fun with The Division. I still haven't touched Destiny, but I've been keeping up on the news of Destiny. Been playing some Pokemon Go. Actually got in the Tree of Savior, and I've been having fun just, going around, grinding out certain things and leveling up my characters and doing various tasks. And it's been going back and forth if grinding is an actual gameplay mechanic. And I know a lot of devs would like to go push it on the players that grinding is a gameplay mechanic. It's a total gameplay mechanic and you should enjoy it. And I'm kind of on the fence. While I do agree grinding can be a gameplay mechanic, I do have to go say, and I've been voicing, that I hate my I hate the dishonest tongue or just the dishonest talk that most devs come out with when they talk about grinding as a gameplay mechanic, because it's only ever used to artificially inflate gameplay time. And yes, a lot of JRPGs, which I am a fan of, do use this mechanic. I'm not denying that. But my whole entire thing is, it's just on fucking steroids right now. When you play games, it's just grinding's a gameplay mechanic. So grind more and more and more, grind more and more, and when you finally grind, you would think that there would be some in-game goal at your disposal or something in sight, like a prize that you're waiting to actually win. And what is it more of? It's more grinding on top of RNG. And that's what I really hate. That's what I think is so dishonest when devs say that grinding is actually a gameplay mechanic. It is grinding to grind more with just the random number generator put on top. And they leave players behind. And what I mean by this is, you don't feel strong. You don't feel like you're top dog. You don't feel like anything you did in the past has benefited you to this point in time. Now you have to go do other things to actually benefit you in the actual end game of whatever it is you're actually playing. And that really annoys me. But some people really love it. I just can't stand it. And I just kind of want to go say that. But what I want to go talk about is the actual aspects of gameplay mechanics where grinding is utilized effectively in my sense. So first I'm going to talk about a game that I love. Hopefully you guys like. Fucking the number one game in Japan, the number one devs in Japan, Nippon fucking Ichi. I love Dsky. I love the fact that Dsky, while it is a long grindy game, there are actual goals and things set forth for players to actually accomplish. Because Dsky really puts you in an awkward position where being top level doesn't actually mean you're going to go take on more enemies or you're going to be able to go do content more faster. Doing more content more faster and more efficiently is actually grinding out your character, grinding out your weapons, grinding out your stats, and being more smarter than your actual opponent. This guy really does do this well with its strategy-based games. Nippon Ichi in general does this really well with its strategy-based games if you're a fan of any of their other series. That's why I really love this company. Also, what I really love about the Nippon Ichi games are the bizarre and weird, just exotic parties that people put together. When you play a normal RPG, even a JRPG, there's the best, or there's the trinity of what you should and shouldn't have in your party. With Nippon Ichi, they throw that shit out the window. You have Primi parties, you have Monster Mount parties, you have all these different crazy styles of parties put together due to just grinding, getting the right weapons, rounding out the stats to the possible best way they could possibly be, and taking on content. And you're seeing the same old vanilla content being used in an interesting way that makes even other players go, wow, that looks really fun. I might actually want to go try that. It makes you get into the game and try something new and learn even more about the in-depth mechanics of the actual game. Those aspects of grinds I find really fun. When you find a certain type of enemy, not a certain type of enemy, but when you find a certain type of character that you can go use and they have a certain skill that you can exploit with certain other characters, and you start building a team around that, that's interesting. At least to me. Another game I want to go through out that I've been playing, like I said, is Tree of Savior. I've been having really a lot of fun with this game. And again, it does the simple thing of, I understand I'm going to have to grind a lot. I mean, the level cap is fucking 200. So you're in for a grind, gamers, regardless. But the sight of actually being a super strong necromancer at the end game, and I was seeing all these cool pet builds and all the damage people were doing, feels so satisfying because this goes back to what I was saying when I was talking about Destiny in its earlier days, that when you get to the end game, you don't feel that powerful. It's just another grind on top of the grind that you just did just to get max level. That made me just rush through story. Now, when I'm playing something like Tree of Savior, I understand that there's an in-game grind that I'm going to have to do, but I'm going to be prepared for it. I'm getting my stats right now. I'm getting my skills right now. And I'm building upon something that will make the end game, even though there is somewhat of a grind, more easier for me, and I'll feel powerful. When I saw all the different gameplays of the class I want to go play and the build I want to go play, it got me psyched. I wanted to be that strong. I wanted to go get to that point. And that's a worthwhile grind in my opinion. So to everybody saying that is or is not grinding a gameplay mechanic, it is a gameplay mechanic. And it can be used in the right way where it incentivizes and makes players think about their end game and what type of player they want to be. Do they want to be a team player? Do they want to be a solo player? How they want to go play, and looking forward to the future of their grind. Or it could be a game that just says grind to go get to this point, then grind and fight RNG to go get to this point. And it just sets it up. And the latter two, it really just sets it up where the player is always going to be fighting the game. So yes, I agree that grinding, as I said before, can be a gameplay mechanic, but I really wish devs would really think out of making your grind worthwhile. Look at games like Tree of Savior, Path of Exile, some of the Nippon Ichi games. There is a clear goal for your end game of how you want to be powerful and how it is you want to go play your game. Or if you're going to go make it a grind from beginning to end, look at games like fucking Monster Hunter, which is just grinding upon grinding. But from the very beginning to the very end, you are already grinding upon what it is you want to do. And what I mean by that is when you jump into Monster Hunter, you get every single weapon under the Tuscan Sun in the game. The starter weapons under the game. But you pick a certain weapon and you pick a certain playstyle and you're stuck in that position to the end game. I mean, it's very rarely when people switch playstyles, but some do. But you're mastering a certain playstyle. You're mastering two different elements of your certain playstyle, and it's always something that you're building upon from the beginning to the end. If you're going to go do it in the sense where you're going to make your game nothing but grinding, at least add that element to it. At least give me and give other players a precise goal of working towards. And that's kind of what I wanted to say. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I'm the Anti-Hero Drink. Peace and later, gamers, and keep grinding.